Hi, it's Andrew Mannion from Empiric. I'm the director of the European technology business within Empiric. We're a staffing partner within the ServiceNow ecosystem, and today I'm joined by Shreya, who's one of the ServiceNow MVPs. Nice to meet you, Shreya.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Great to speak to you. And today we wanted to dive into your experience as a ServiceNow MVP. We're sort of fresh on off the back of knowledge now. But do you want to talk to us a bit about your journey into the ServiceNow ecosystem?
Of course, of course. First of all, Andrew, it feels very nice to have a conversation with you. And coming back to my journey, because right now I can just say that for me, it has been like about a journey of about 4 years of experience. So I started from scratch, from literally being a fresher, and now I am working as a developer in the ecosystem. So, getting back to that, I have to say that when I started, I had no idea about what exactly ServiceNow is. What is this platform? What does this platform do, and how it is helping organizations? I had zero idea about that because when I was giving an interview, because I was in my college, I was getting a campus placement. So when I was giving an interview for one of the companies, they actually had an interview according to the questions, like as they were asking questions based on a full stack developer. Like they were asking questions about backend, what is MySQL, and how do you write queries on that, and on the front end, like how do you make your UI UX experience, how do you make changes to the front end. So it was completely based on that full stack development role. And then when I actually started with my career in that company, the on the very first day they started with introduction about ServiceNow, and they started giving us the training, the fundamentals training, the most basic fundamentals training of ServiceNow. And that's where I came to know that okay, now I am actually have been hired as a ServiceNow developer rather than a full stack developer. So that's where, I mean, I had no idea that I would be jumping into this role. But then having like 4 years and being into ServiceNow role for this many time, I have to say that thank God for that opportunity, because I think that this is one of the best experiences. This is one of the best platforms and one of the best technologies we can have within the ecosystem that can actually make workplaces change into make organizations work better. So that's why I feel that I had like the best journey ever. But yeah, that's how I entered into ServiceNow. And yeah, I mean, I after that I completed the training, and within like my first month in this ServiceNow ecosystem, I completed my CSA certification. And then yeah, that's how I was grabbed into a project of ServiceNow, and that's how I started. So yeah, it was
Amazing.
big bumps and lows, but yeah, quite interesting experience.
Yeah, for sure. And I can really hear the passion in your voice about kind of working with ServiceNow. I mean, what do you enjoy about kind of working with the platform?
Uh-huh. So one thing is that best things about ServiceNow and working with ServiceNow is that you have everything in this platform. Like you do not need to go from one platform to another platform or from one technology to the another. You have like you just open your ServiceNow and then you can start working on it. You do not need to shift from one thing to another thing. So that is like one of the best things about ServiceNow. And then apart from that, the one another aspect which is recently being introduced within ServiceNow is the low code enhancements and the low code things and features which are available within ServiceNow. Because ServiceNow has been also developing and introducing a lot of features for citizen developers as well. So, like from about like recent, like past 2 to 3 years now, even the like business analyst or like POs, they for some of the simple tasks like just creating a catalog item, they do not need to like rely on the developers. They can actually go within the features and they can actually explore that, and they can directly create some things from that. Like for example, Creator Studio is one of the simplest things. Like you can create a playbook, you can create a catalog item, and you can just publish it, and then that's done. So they can do it from themselves. So I think that this low code features which ServiceNow is introducing, this is going to like enhance and make a lot of changes within the ecosystem. And then the another thing which I literally enjoy, and I think that is one of the favorite parts of ServiceNow for me, is the amount of collaboration and communication, networking, which we have within the community. Because I have to say that I have made like a lot of network and a lot of growth within myself only because of this huge ServiceNow community which we have. Because one thing is that people are here to learn, and they are also here to share that knowledge which they are learning. And I haven't seen like a community of this in like in another technologies, wherein people are so much open to like sharing things from their end, to learning things. Because one thing is we have this ServiceNow community where we can like ask questions and directly you can get answers. So I think one of the best things is that is having the ServiceNow community, and having that kind of openness and that kind of things, we can directly get in touch with each other and have open discussions. I think that is the best things I love about this.
Amazing. And as we're kind of talking about the ServiceNow community, obviously we've just had a very big event in the service ecosystem. Did you attend the event? You know, what were you? What did you kind of want to find out and learn from that event? I suppose.
Uh-huh. So yeah, so I actually didn't attend that event this year, but I was attend. I actually attended that event last year, and I think that knowledge event is one of the biggest event of ServiceNow which host. It's like a 3 day event, and I think that whatever the new features or new things they are going to introduce in the later year, they're actually giving like a gist of it, like a trailer of it in the knowledge. And then we will be able to know like what are the new things we can actually use this, and how we can enhance our workplace, enhance our organizations, and use those things in our organizations and make things much more better. But yeah, maybe I can share some of the things and experiences which I attended like from last year. I was also invited as a guest panelist within the CreatorCon event which happened in India in Pune. This also happened last year in September, later after knowledge. So in that I actually shared some of the features which were coming in the Xanadu release. Now obviously we have the Yokohama release which is coming up, but last year it was the Xanadu release which was coming up, and we shared and talked about the features about that. Last year it was all about Nowasis. This year it's all about agentic AI and how we can build AI agents and how we can use them. And then yeah, I mean, these kind of opportunities actually help us to make ourselves much more much more impactful within the community. And I think that ServiceNow gives us a lot of opportunity to be one of those people in front of that. Also, this year, even if I wasn't present in the knowledge, ServiceNow actually, there were a lot of community cards, where there was actually a concept called as community cards, where we can generate our AI generated avatars, we can say. And those avatars, they like presented as presented there on the CreatorCon for booths in the knowledge. So that was one thing, like even if I wasn't there, our presence was made there. Then at the third day, which is the CreatorCon keynote was there on the third day. There also they actually featured a lot of our pictures, and they actually made everyone aware that they are including our presence in there. So yeah, I mean, I think that these events actually fosters growth, and those whomsoever are attending these kind of community events, they actually help us to also learn and understand the new things which are coming up. Because not apart, like not only considering only these events which are the CreatorCon or the knowledge events, we also have these meetups within the Pune city, or like every different cities and part of the world. So I am one of the host, and the I can say like the only proud to say that I'm only the woman female host of these meetups. So I've seen that considering my growth also, that I used to be a very very shy student in my college days. But now I'm like happy to actually go in front of everyone and talk about the things within ServiceNow. And I've seen that a lot of women females, they come towards me and they ask me that we sometimes have a bit of hesitation to come forward and talk, but seeing you, we feel that even we can achieve a lot of things. So I've heard these kind of things. They actually come towards me and talk to me about this. So we have these meetups. In these meetups also, we have different people who are sharing different features. They are giving different demos on different topics. We have these meetups, and we have different webinars are also there. So last month only I gave a webinar, the Ask the Expert session. This is a one of the webinars which is hosted. So I just had a brand building webinar last month, and then I have two more webinars coming up this year. Then we have like different chill events are also there, which are like live on YouTube, called as Friday Chill Stream is there. Then we also have this live coding happy hour. So there are actually a lot of events, there are actually a lot of things. So even if I feel that, I mean, I would like to pass on this message that even if you are not able to attend knowledge, which is the biggest event of the year, you can actually attend these events also, where you will get a lot of knowledge and things you will get to learn, which will be coming up in the forthcoming year. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, it sounds like loads of events and loads of different ways of getting involved with the community. So thanks for sharing that. And it's definitely an inspiring story that you mentioned about kind of the obviously the public speaking that you're doing as well. So yeah, appreciate you sharing that. Are there any kind of interesting kind of past or current projects that you've worked on or that you're working on that you'd like to talk about and that you'd like to share?
Yeah, definitely. So, one of the past events, and which just happened recently in March, is the first ServiceNow in-person women's meetup, which happened in India, in Pune, and it was hosted by me. And it was a complete all-female meetup. And the reason why I wanted to host one of these meetups is first of all is that I had a huge backup and support from the ServiceNow team, and they were very happy that I was taking this forward and making this within India and within the city. And why this was important is because, like I said, that I've seen that whenever any usual meetups, like the normal meetups, are set up, the male to female ratio, it is like 80%, 20%. uh, if we have about like 70 people attending the meetups, 50 are men and 20 are females. So I've seen that things that often women are like wanting to attend the meetups, but somehow they do not get a chance to attend the meetups, or somehow they are caught up in some other things because of which they have to put backward these meetups. But this time I wanted to make sure that every woman who is like very interested in these kind of certain things, they should be able to attend this. So we got a whopping 95 plus registrations, and we had attendance, or because we had only limited attendance, that is why I had to keep it until 50. But yeah, I mean, we had a huge success in that. Every woman who attended that meetup, they said that we felt that this was such a safe energy for us to come forward and speak, because we used to have that kind of a little bit of resistance of coming forward and speaking or even asking questions. So they felt that there wasn't that kind of a gap in between. They directly came forward and were talking. Another part is that usually in these meetups, it is called as ServiceNow dev meetups. So only developers are kind of considered of attending these meetups. But this time, we also not only had business analysts, project managers, QAs attending the meetups, but we also had one session which was given by a QA, and that was one of the most accepted session, and one of the most asked questions session, where tons of questions were asked in that. And she also got a follow up on LinkedIn asking like another questions related to that. So she gave actually a session on ATFs in ServiceNow, and many were interested in that. So I mean, I feel that I feel that if I can give a space to some of these females who felt that this is like a very open space for them to talk and come forward, and then I think that I mean, I'm like very happy with this project which I recently did, and I wanted to complete it in March specifically because March is considered as the Women's Month, and 8th March is the International Women's Day. So I wanted to make sure that I'm completing this in March, and yeah, I mean, we got a very good response from it. So I'm very happy, and very happy to also discuss about this project here.
Amazing. Yeah, great. And is there anything else you'd like to share regarding your involvement in the ServiceNow community?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So, one thing is definitely actually I would like to start from the ServiceNow University, which was previously called as Now Learning, but it is now ServiceNow University. And actually, I would like to say that how open ServiceNow is for anyone who wants to enter into ServiceNow. I mean, I get tons of messages on LinkedIn that how I can come within ServiceNow, or if I want to start my career in ServiceNow. But I can like just suggest that if you want to be an implementer, if you want to be an architect, if you want to be a developer, if you want to be an administrator, everything is there in the ServiceNow in the ServiceNow University. You can just go there, you can find your path, you can find different modules based trainings are also there, so you can just go there and you can just start with those trainings, because these are on demand trainings, and you can get to know a lot of information from this. And not only from this, you have different resources. Like one of the best resources is the blogs which are written on the ServiceNow community. Then if you have any kind of question, I would say, like I said, ServiceNow community, I can consider it as the Google of ServiceNow. So if you have like any questions or anything related to that, just go and ask on community, and you will definitely get a lot of answers. So I mean, that is also one thing which you can do. If you have good knowledge on some module or some specific topic, you can write a blog on that. From my end, I am creating YouTube shorts on different ServiceNow topics, which I feel that not many people are known about. So I create those shorts on my YouTube channel. Then I also try to I also try to give information and talk about different topics through the Ask the Experts webinar sessions. So I have two more upcoming in the later months. Apart from that, one more thing about the ServiceNow community is that one is like that how open it is for collaboration. So if you like want to be as a a guest in somebody else's YouTube channel, you can just go and have a conversation with them, and then you can have a podcast with them. We also have the ServiceNow podcast called as Breakpoint, which is going on maybe like from a lot of months. So that is also very good. So I can say that ServiceNow, to learn ServiceNow, you have a lot of resources, be it video, be it audio, be it written, be it even question and answers. You have all of these channels. What you just need to do is just go to ServiceNow community and you'll find everything. Even if you want to like attend any of these things through events, like we have these meetups, we have this live coding happy hours, we have this AI days now coming up. We have that. Then we have CreatorCon is also there. So you have these events also through where you can get to know a lot of things. So, I mean, be it like any medium, be it in person, be it virtual, online, you will find it anywhere. So, there is nothing like that. You cannot find something related to ServiceNow. You will find a lot of things. It's just that whatever kind of source you are good with, you can just go on, search it, and you will be good at it. So I feel that if anybody wants to enter into ServiceNow, do not think twice. Just go to the ServiceNow community and you will start your way through it.
Brilliant, amazing. Well, look, thanks so much, Shreya, for your time on this and kind of the insight. It was fantastic to hear that. And what I really love is that it's kind of as much as ServiceNow is around kind of automation, agentic AI, and the rest of it, there's that real kind of people element to the community and,
Yeah.
and to what you spoke of as well, which I think is great. So, look, really appreciate you taking the time today. And as you say, anyone interested to find out more, definitely look at Shreya on YouTube. I'm sure they're people are welcome to connect with you on LinkedIn as
Of
well.
course, of course.
Yeah, thanks so much for spending the time to give us some insight on the ServiceNow community.
Yeah, thank you very much, Andrew, for having me. It was a great time I had.